Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Look at the drip. Might take your bitch. 2 3 the kicks. 4 in the whip. Pull up in tent. This ain't no lick. Cause I'm with the gang, and this shit legit.
That one wasn't
This shit is major, I'm macking with cheese. Breaking the bread with the blood on my sleeve.
Ooh. Man, this shit is crazy. What's up, y'all, man? Welcome back to the chat. I'm your host, Tyree, along with my co-host, Ulysses.
What's going on, y'all?
Before we get started, man, because I ain't gonna lie, we took a couple shots before. This shit is, we getting there. So before we even get started with that, I'll remind y'all, take a moment, rate, subscribe, listen, review the podcast on every episode, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. Now let's get into the podcast and let's introduce our guests. Today we got GTM in the building, Get the Money Movement, you know what I'm saying? We got AJ.
What's going on?
We got my man Chilly over here.
It's good.
You feel me? We coming live from Loud Haus Studios. We got everybody back in the building today. We got Quinn. We got my man Alex. We got Foom in the building. CP came back, you feel me? So as y'all know, we here every week, man. We coming live from the Brotherhood podcast, the Brotherhood group chat, just, bringing y'all what we talk about, what we do every day, every week, and we're gonna get it started. Just to start it off, actually, Chilly, you had a story we was talking about before we started this shit. So go ahead and tell us about that.
So man, my brothers got me drinking this champagne, and every time I drink a champagne, I think about this time I threw up off the champ, and I could smell the champ in the throw up the next day. It was real bad, but we start talking about every time I used to be back in the day getting like a drink I didn't sit right on my stomach, I'm gonna go in the bathroom on a humble and throw up real quick, and I'm gonna get right back to what I was doing, you know what I'm saying? But this one time we was at a party, man, I can't even remember this girl's name, she was a cheerleader or whatever at Lenape, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I think, matter of fact, it was Terrence's birthday party, yo.
You remember the name.
Nah.
She's from Cherokee.
Nah.
She's from Cherokee.
Okay, she was a cheerleader though.
We got kicked out of the A-Loft first.
So look, it was Terrence's birthday. We got kicked out of the A-Loft because
I remember that.
Shit was too loud or whatever, and we went back to Shorty crib or whatever. And I had the Henny. I'm with A or whatever, and we just chilling or whatever. I'm drinking Hen, and my man's Tishon got the Bacardi Gold.
Yep.
We young, we like 18, 19 or something. Might be like 20, you know what I'm saying?
We was like 20.
I'm like, I don't even know what Bacardi Gold is, but it's dark. I'm drinking dark. I think I'm safe. He like, yeah, I'll take a shot of your shit. You can take a shot of my shit. I don't know why the fuck I agreed to that.
Because that was some young shit, bro.
Yo, for real,
we wasn't turning down anything.
Yo,
I'm going to keep it a bean.
Listen.
I was there. I didn't take
one. That shit was the dirt McGirt. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? I immediately went up to this girl, nice bathroom, like, yo, I'm throwing up in here, man. And her mom's was downstairs, too, the whole time. I'm like, I wonder if she heard me, man, for sure. I went right downstairs, got the drinking again, you know what I'm saying? Swig a little Henny, then, you know what I'm saying? Get the taste out your mouth.
Yo, so like that. Talking about that shit, bro. The first time I ever had tequila, I had the Jose Cuervo.
Yeah.
We was at, you know how in Lenape we used to go to a white party, and I didn't know whose house it was. Never did.
Facts.
They had me drinking the little Heineken keg joint, the personal keg. They had me on the couch with that shit by myself, drinking the fucking Jose Cuervo, taking shots of that. Avery Pops picked us up. Avery like, yo, because niggas knew I was drunk. He was like, yo, bro, this is my dad. Be cool when you get in the car. I'm like, all right, I got you. Like, I'm good. I'm good. When a nigga tell you he good and he drunk, you know he not good.
He's bad.
He bad. So Avery dad pull up. He had the slide doors. Niggas got in the front. I dove head first into the back seat. Bro, I dove head first to the back seat. But his dad was outside the car, so he didn't see this shit. So I'm just in the back. You know when you tired of shit and trying to stay up? My dumb ass sitting in the middle of the seat, though, like right where you can see me through the fuck. Sitting there like this and shit. As soon as he took me to Keema's crib. As soon as we got out, Keema's got his hand on my shoulder. He like, yo, walk straight. So I'm like, all right, bet. Walk straight. As soon as that nigga said, they pulled off, I went like this.
Over with.
Like, yo, it was over, bro. Got up in the crib. Bro, that whole night was crazy because I got in the crib. Keema's like, yo, same thing. Be quiet, my mom.
Yeah, the crib, yeah.
I'm like, all right, I got you, bro. We get upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
He'll tell you this story, bro. I side swipe. He probably had about 5 pillows on the couch, bro. Side swipe with one hand, just swiped the shit and just laid down. Bro, I was bit because we didn't know they was home. We thought everybody was gone.
Yeah.
Come to the crib, be like, oh shit, my mom here. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm asleep now. That shit don't matter now. But all right, that's that. Let's actually get into the podcast now though. So, like I said, man, we got y'all in the building. GTM, AJ, you feel me? You got the Loud Haus Studios and everything. So just first off, just kind of introduce, you know, what the GTM movement is. Loud Haus. Just
you going first?
How y'all started? What y'all got to start? Whoever gonna start.
I'll go first.
I gotta drink some.
All right, so I'm gonna keep it a bean. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for my man Chilly, we wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? At Loud Haus Studios right now. I mean, we might be here, but it wouldn't be Loud Haus Studios. And
I'm gonna drink to that one time. We're gonna drink to that. Bang bang.
Yeah, clink, clink, clink. My man Chilly. All right, so we all friends here, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, whatever. So Chilly rap name used to be Slugs.
Yo, niggas is coming.
Slugs?
Wild on the
Yo, you was a
podcast.
gangster rapper?
Yo, wow.
It
Niggas
was-
is coming
all right, so
crazy
listen,
early.
listen,
Like,
listen,
we got like
listen.
47 minutes left.
Hold
We
up,
coming
hold up,
crazy
hold up,
already.
hold
Like,
on,
don't
hold on,
create a
hold on.
hostile environment
Hold on.
over here, man.
Hold on.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Listen, so it was 2006. Okay. So when you say he was a gangster rapper, I just want to know, like, what other kind of rapper was there in 2006? So
Yeah.
right. All right. So,
But they didn't love us back then.
Nah,
Like,
for
can we?
sure.
They didn't love us,
no.
bro. Like my fit for the day would be I had some Timbs in the summertime with some Rocawear jeans.
In a 4X t-shirt.
And I take a shower and walk to the store with a beater on because I knew I was like, hey, Pop, let me get a 4X.
Yeah.
Yep.
Biggest shirt you could find.
Yeah.
Yep.
For nothing. I can't fit that to this day, and I'm the biggest I ever
You want to
been.
hear a funny story? It was this girl named Omni Gillard. Yeah, she stopped going. All right, so look, Omni Gillard, like she used to be digging in niggas' asses back in the day. I'm gonna send this to her when I follow her on the gram. But like, yo, she used to be digging in niggas' ass. I never forgot. I had this white shirt. I mean, this yellow shirt. It's 5th grade. Had one of them yellow shirts that had like the Escalade on it with the big rims and shit. Listen, it was a men's.
You got that from the flea market?
Yeah, definitely. But it was a men's XL, yo. Listen, I'm fucking 5'2", maybe like 140 pounds. You know what I'm saying? It's a size men's extra large. And her and this boy came up to me. They said, yo, that young ass shirt you got on. I said, oh, this is crazy, Mom. I told you I couldn't wear this nut ass shirt.
Yo, word.
You said it was an extra large?
Yeah.
That's the time we was
Extra
living
large
in,
was
bro.
unacceptable though,
That's
yo.
the time
Like
we was living in,
unacceptable,
bro.
yo.
Those kids will never know that pain.
Yo, they'll never that pain because real shit.
And
Like,
your mom's wasn't having it too, so
wasn't having it, bro. Like,
you had to be sneaky.
you really used to get dressed based off of like, yo, my niggas like this. Like,
Nah, word. You
like
ain't trying to
not
get
even
fried,
like
bro.
not even on some like is the bitches gonna like the females gonna like this. It's like, yo, is my niggas gonna be cool with me wearing this to school? Like, you'll be like, damn, let me, because you figure we ain't have phones back then, so we wasn't sending niggas pictures of what we was wearing. We just put the shit out, but bro, that shit used to be funny.
8 hours is a long time, bro, in school.
Oh,
if you got a bad outfit on.
Yeah.
Because the joke don't die.
No, fuck
Oh
no.
yeah.
The joke don't die.
You
Like,
remember
The
when
joke's
niggas-
still
you
active
remember when
tomorrow.
niggas-
It's
It's not
still
a
active
flea fit
tomorrow,
on.
bro.
It's up still, nigga. Oh, nigga trying to wear some
trying
new
to
shit
come
like you ain't had a UQ for it yesterday.
yo,
Like,
it's
nigga,
crazy. You'll come back
like-
tomorrow, like, you want to show niggas, like, yo, look at these new kicks I got. Man, them shits is fake as hell.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Nigga.
Once you do it bad once, you done
Yeah,
up.
man.
But you feel me? With that being said, though, like when me and bros first started getting cool and shit, he was the rapper. You know what I'm saying? And I just needed something to do. So at some point, it started off with me just hitting the buttons. You know what I'm saying? I had a laptop. We had a little fucking
Headset mic.
headset microphone. You know what I mean? We was in my mom's basement and shit, and it turned into like one day we had another friend from Leonard P. You know what I'm saying? He was my version of the story is that he was stealing this money from ShopRite. Because what happened is we walked in the ShopRite and he gave me $200 from under the register.
Nice.
Chilly keeps saying it came from his pocket, but I just can't. I don't know.
Yo,
I don't see it that way. But long story short, the man started our careers. You feel me? He gave us $200. We rode our bikes to Best Buy.
Yeah, shout out to that nigga, man.
We bought a mic and a mic stand,
And he only rapped one time ever with us.
Yeah.
He came through to record. It was the worst shit I ever seen. he might could be a manager or something though. You never know. Them be the niggas, but that was the worst shit I ever seen. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him though. He contributed.
He the reason
he
we
paid
here
for a
today.
session when he contributed. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. He was a good brother.
so he was the
Raps
founder.
was awful though.
You know what I mean? He's one of the
Raps was
founders of Loud Haus Studio per se. I guess you could say that. But you know, we done had
He getting a
couple,
percentage on the back end.
He should. We getting a couple. You know, we done had a couple bad ventures. We done had a couple situations go left and all that. But now we here, and you know everything going good, and we just just trying to keep it going.
That's all right. Anything you want to add on to that, or
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? We've been doing shit for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta speak on that GTM stuff, man.
Yeah, we got GTM as a collective and as a brand. It started out just making merch for the collective. You know what I'm saying? We used to like put my face. That was my logo at the beginning. It wasn't really a group type thing. Like I used to put my face in the corner of my videos or in the corner of my artwork to make it me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to write my name on shit. So that was the beginning, and then we had to come up with a distinctive thing to make it like, yo, when you see this, you're gonna see us. And so then we started the GTM shit, and we did these hoodies, and we did way more than we thought we was gonna do on the first round. I had to run it back with more. And so, you know what I'm saying, GTM started growing. Now it's like a real time brand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I make different shit. We got clothes, we got bags, accessories, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and we doing a pop-up on September 12th up at Loud Haus Studios. So make sure y'all come through. We're going to have a new line of stuff dropping. Season what? What season is this? 3A?
What's 4?
Shit, I don't know, man. But it's another one. You know what I'm saying?
That's all right. That's what's up,
Back
bro.
and better.
All right, that's what's up. You definitely send us the information. You know, we're gonna push.
Sure.
We're gonna push that shit through the Brotherhood Instagram and all that shit. So just kind of.
I didn't quite catch that. Could you please repeat it?
I said we're gonna put this shit
Shout
on.
out to Siri.
Siri wilding. She trying to be on the podcast. Everybody want to be a part of shit now. We might have to do an episode with Siri on some funny shit.
Gotta make her beatbox.
But nah, so just kind of a few things I wanted to, talk to y'all about, because, like you said, y'all been doing it for a while, and we just kind of getting started. Just kind of touch on, the mental and the physical aspect that it goes into, putting in, because, when people say like blood, sweat, and tears, like what is it that really goes into making the business, making the brands, and kind of making them be what they are?
Blood, sweat, and tears, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's a thing. Like, I was just explaining this. I had a client the other day, and they was kind of like saying that they discouraged about like where they're going with everything, and I told them like, I'm still pushing off a dream that I started when I was 16 years old. You know what I mean? Like, this shit. If I would have gave up, it's a million times I could have gave up by now, and it's like I'm 27 years old now. I got this when I was 26. We started this Loud Haus thing when I was 26, and if I'd have gave up when I said I was gonna give it back in the day when I was 18 years old, it's like, yo, when I'm 23, it's done.
I was just about
When
to
I'm
say,
24,
mind you, we
it's
gave
done.
ourselves time limits on stuff. And I was just saying this to my girl, like, I'm about to be 28 in a couple months, and I feel better than ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe I said, and if I was 23 and I wasn't the nigga I thought I was going to be, that I was going to give it up, like, and get a day job. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like at this point, I'm 5 years past what I said I was going to do, and I feel like I'm pushing this shit another 10, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? 20. Like, if shit don't push, we going to make it push. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure, for sure.
Bro, that's crazy. And like, cause like I can remember this past January when I like left my job to start doing Forex, and like in I would say March, right? I had built my account up from $200 to $2,000.
Yeah.
In one day, I lost everything.
Yeah, it happens.
So
bro.
I'm man enough to sit here and say this. I cried at 9 a.m. in the morning in my bed, bro. I'm in there crying, like, cause I had gave myself this time. I'm like, yo, June, I'm gonna save up 10,000, blah blah blah. I'm gonna move out. I'm gonna be on my feet, bro. I didn't have a job at this time. I didn't have no money to put back into it. I'm now dead broke. I'm in there crying. So like hearing that like you already been through this blood, sweat, and tears thing is like real like motivating.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you this, man. Like, you ain't alone on that one. I'm gonna keep it a being. Like, I done been broke. Like, I can't
30
tell you
times.
how many times, bro. And the thing is, like, on some real, like, I'm one of them. I feel like nothing happens for no reason. You get what I'm saying? Like, everything comes to you when you're ready for it. So like, even with this situation with the studio and all of that, like when I was when I graduated from high school, I went to college for a little bit, and I didn't want to go to college, but I had, I feel like I had a lot of pressure on me, like from the way I grew up and shit like that, and like my situation at home and shit. My mom was like, I felt like I had to do it for her. You feel me? So I did. I tried, didn't work. Tried again, it didn't work. And I used to like lay in my dorm, and I would be in the bed. I had a dorm to myself, which was a blessing because I don't like people like that. You know what I'm saying? That would have messed the college thing up for me alone. But you know, I would sit there and I would tell myself, like, yo, if I had something else that came my way, you get what I'm saying, I'm not coming back. Every time I say that, every single time I say that, it happens, bro. I walked out of college like that, you get what I'm saying, too. I walked out of 9 to 5 like that. And it don't always come the way you think it's going to come. Sometimes it's negative. Sometimes it's something that kind of sets you back for a little bit. For the long term, though, it always works out.
No,
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
I definitely feel that because you figure like for me, like I always talk about, I always mention, you know, losing a job, and I say it as if it's like a joke. Like no, like when I got that, so this is what happened. I didn't just get fired. Like I got on in January. They put me on like this performance enhancer, probation type thing.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened. So like to this day, like we don't know whether if COVID didn't happen, would I still have a job or like
you was already first to go type.
Yeah,
shit,
so like,
right?
and it was like when they had to make cuts, I was already at the bottom, so it only made sense. But so like this is basically what happened. So it was the day before I got fired, or got let go. I wouldn't say fired, I got laid off. It was the day before that I actually got an email from the managing partner at the job.
Right.
But like that day, I had messaged. We had coaches, mentors at the job. I messaged him and was like, I knew my probation period was coming up. So I was like, you're like, what's going on? He was like, well, I'm going to reach out and I'm going to get some information for you. That next day, I got an email saying like, oh, you got a meeting at 1 o'clock with the managing partner. So instantly, I'm in my mind, I'm like, I lost my job. Like that's exactly where I went to. I reached out to a few people. They all was like, it was like I think that you lost your job, but I'm not going to say that yet. So I want you to freak out type thing. So once I did lose the job, like you said, listen, bro, I went upstairs. I literally just sat in my room, locked the door, and I cried on some I'm not gonna lie, like I lost a job. You feel me? Like,
Nah, for sure.
I went to 2 years of junior college, 3 years of college, put everything I had into this, thinking that was because you figure I thought accounting was my backup plan for football.
Yeah.
I didn't have any plan after accounting. I thought once I got in accounting, I was gonna be where I wanted to be forever.
Right.
And then I got there, and then like I lost this. So in my mind, I'm like, what's next?
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
I'm like, what's next? So I definitely feel that whole like stuff coming, and in the way that it comes, you figure out because I left that, I started doing Forex for a little bit, and same way he was doing, I was making money. I'm sweating like crazy right now.
It's that tequila, bro.
It's the tequila, the hoodie, but yeah. So I started making money, but then I started losing money. Then the George Floyd shit happened. I got upset about that, and then doing a podcast. If you would have told me a year ago or whatever that I was gonna be doing a podcast, I'd have said no way. Like I wouldn't have thought that. You feel me? Like I'm doing a podcast. I'm back in school. I'm training to play again. So it's like I'm really doing everything I want to do now. It's just the way that it came. I'm coaching. So it's like everything I'm doing is just it all came full circle. And like that took a crazy like mental toll on me, bro. Like just mentally, I had to like change my mindset. Like just in general. Like so, if we're talking about just money, like when I was working at the job, I used to stress over money, bro. I used to be upset about money. And I was making way more money than I'm making now, obviously. But it's like now I don't even do stuff for money. Now I'm doing things for fulfillment and purpose. So it's like,
As you should. You only got one life, bro.
yeah, so like I'm not even worried about the money behind or how I'm gonna do things. It's just like, okay, I want to do this. It's how I'm gonna do it. Not I can't do it. It's like, okay, how can I make this possible? How can I do this shit? So like for y'all, like I just like want to know like just want to talk about for everybody, like just kind of how important you think like just mental health is within like our community as a whole. Like 'cause I feel like that's something that we don't talk about. Like
So on that same point, like I'm gonna get to what you were saying, but like just agreeing with you, like yo, when I wasn't doing like GTM, it was a focus on me making music. Like I would get to these like slumps of writing. Like I haven't put out music in a long time. Like I'm like might be Dr. Dre around here. Niggas always asking me where's music. I got it, but like I don't know, nigga. Like you know what I'm saying? But like it was pressure for me, and I would get in these slumps, and I would get tight with myself. Like, oh, I know that I could do this. It's just right now I'm having something like what do I need to do right now? You know what I'm saying? And so what I would do is I put the pen down for 2 months, but then I get now you know what I'm saying. Now I'm doing GTM, and it's like I'm getting a fulfillment, like he said, like out of something that I had really no clue I was gonna be doing. Like I was always in this like buying sneakers, buying clothes and all that shit. But like I never even thought about doing the shit, like making the shit. I really had no interest in it, even though I used to be like looking at stuff like, oh, this is whack. or this is hot. Like, you feel me? When you're a critic, in your mind, low key, you kind of thinking like, I could do better than this probably. You know what I'm saying? So like that shit took me to a different space. Now it's like, yo, I won't even be worried about making music often. Like, now niggas asking me where's the music at. I was like, honestly, bro, like I got other shit going on now. Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, but to the point you were saying, like, everybody needs some type of outlet to understand why they feeling the way they feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you stressed at your job, why you stressed at your job? Like, what is it that, you know what I'm saying? What's actually going on? You know what I'm saying? You don't really get to like talk about that shit, or, you know what I'm saying, if you're not in a space to like really.
On that, I'm gonna keep it a beam. Like, sometimes with that being said, like it's hard to even realize what kind of funk you in until you get out that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. When
I was working, me and this nigga, we shared a cubicle, no bullshit. Like, we was working at a mortgage company. That's my last 9-to-5 job. I'm gonna keep it a beam. I was depressed as shit, bro, and I didn't know. You get what I'm saying? I'm just living my life. You feel me? I'm doing everything, and I'm starting to realize, like, at some point, like I start realizing, like, yo, my days feel like they meshing together, bro. You know what I mean? I wake up, it's next week. I wake up, it's fucking a month. It's been a year. It's been, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just doing the same shit every day. I'm not doing this. You feel me? I'm not nowhere near nothing I want to really be doing. You feel me? But shit. When the smoke clears and everything, I feel like, as far as, you know, the mental health with business and everything is concerned, I feel like if you're truly doing something that you love to do, or if you're doing something even for yourself, even if you don't truly love it that much, I feel like it's a lot more. It's a lot more gratifying.
That's a fact.
You feel me? Because I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all. Like, I'm starting to love my job now, but when it was a job for me back in the day, I didn't like it. I wanted to make beats. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make beats for my mans. I wanted to record my man, and that was it. But now, it's take care of me and my family. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that shit, that feels better than anything, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even, you know, when you do get in them slumps and everything ain't what it's supposed to be, you know, you kind of gotta, as far as you know, my perspective, you gotta kind of bring yourself back to like where you want to be at. You gotta remember that shit. Your attitude is where you gonna end up at too as well. You feel me? Like, you might not know you're depressed, you know, but like, people will notice. People notice. Things change. Your performance changes. All of that shit. Like, so, I feel like when you in the head of a business, or if you're trying to do something for yourself, you gotta always be ahead of yourself or what's next. You get what I'm saying? You always got to be able to bend that curve before it comes. You know what I mean? Like, you got to try to be on top of how you feel and how you do things, because you could be your own downfall.
Yeah, and that's crazy, because like you saying that, you know, other people would notice. Like, so once I lost the job, my mom, like, we had, like, obviously we had to talk.
Yeah, for sure.
We going to have a talk. And she was just real with me. She was just on some, like, you know, like, you weren't happy there type. And she was just saying, like, you could hear it in the way that you talk. Like, she was saying, you know, I went from when I first started the job, I was so happy, to I kept saying how much I don't like the job, how much I don't want to be there. I was out drinking every weekend. And it's like, to me, I'm thinking I'm just out having fun. I'm just doing, like, what I should be doing as a 22, 23-year-old kid, making money, more money than I ever made before. But it's like, to somebody who knows me, it's like, yo, like, this is like,
not you.
That's not you. That's not what you do. So it's like, she's seen that, and I was like, well, damn, like, it makes sense. Now that you say it, now that I'm here, that makes sense. And even with, like, the podcast, like we've had conversations within, like, our own group, like, about, you know, like, starting a podcast. Like, like I said, we always talked about it. But, like, for me, the main reason why I took the step to do it is because I needed an outlet. I needed to
need something.
That's exactly what I was saying, bro.
Selfishly, if we're being honest, like, once a week, I get at least 4 people that have to listen to me talk and have a conversation with me.
I'm selfish about that, bro.
Like that's up, so bro. For me, that helps me.
My mom always tell me, you feel me, that everybody needs a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people, like my mom hella overbearing. You get what I'm saying? Like, even though I'm 27 years old, I take care of myself. I don't ask her for a goddamn thing. You feel me? She always feel the need to interject herself in my situation. It's because that's her purpose. And at some point, I gotta, you know, I try to be sensitive of that as well. Because, like I said, like, music is mine. So I understand that. You feel me? I understand that not having what you need to keep going type shit. You feel me? And that's how it be.
Facts, though. I feel like as black men, you know what I mean, period, we got to learn how to talk to each other.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Because, like, because like naturally our bodies are made to like correct itself. You know what I mean? You get a cut on your arm, your body's made to heal itself. So like a lot of times when I'll come up to Tyree like yo, what's going on? He'll say nothing. You feel me?
And it'd be 100 things.
But yo,
going on.
100 things going on in somebody's mind. So like having that, like you said, like having this space to like come and like actually get it out. You know what I mean? That's like healing, even if you don't know it. Like you said, like it's a lot deeper than what we think it is.
For sure.
Like, yo, so it's like, I don't want to say it's complaining, but it's like, yo, it's not cool to get around your homies and start complaining about everything that's going on in your life. But it's like, that's just your mental. Like, in reality, like, this my man's. Like, if my man's got something to say, I'm cool with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We here to kick it, right? You know what I'm saying? If me and him just chilling or whatever, like, that nigga got something on his mind, I'd rather him be, like, able to get that shit out right quick. Because in 10 minutes later, we're going to be having a regular conversation. Like, you feel me? If that nigga was stressing about whatever, like, that's cool. Sometimes you just need to be able to say that shit real quick. You're not even looking for an answer or nothing, but it's not.
Get it out.
So it's like,
you never know who can relate neither. That's the
a
thing.
fact. Like, you know what I'm
might say
saying?
some shit that you thought you was alone on, and then your man be like, oh shit, like, You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And you good.
And now y'all niggas both sitting there like, damn. So we both had the
Yeah,
same problem a week ago.
Yeah, and then nobody say nothing.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm stressing too.
Yeah.
And so you feel me? It's really like realizing sometimes that your problems is not as big as you making them seem, really. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe that they might be big, but it's like other people got them same big chips on their shoulder, and you feel me? Like, damn, all right, bet. Like,
Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. A part of that is the stigma that you get from like not only being a man, but like you said, we black. Like the way we raised. You know what I'm saying? Like, no bullshit. I'm gonna tell y'all. Like, my brother passed. I was 11 years old, right? At my brother's funeral, my grandmother told me I had to be the man in the house, right? And I mistook that like completely. You get what I'm saying? I didn't cry. I didn't do nothing. You get what I'm saying? And long term, that was not the right thing to do.
Right.
I completely misconstrued what she said, and I'm gonna keep it a being. That might have been what she meant, but like that's our culture, yo, and it's fucked up. It is. It's not right. You get what I'm saying? Like we don't take that shit serious. Like mental health, like even when kids got like ADHD or this, that, and the third, or blah blah blah, niggas be like, oh, he just bad. This, that, and the third. Like that's our culture, bro.
You get labeled. You get labeled as very young. Like, oh, he's bad.
Yeah.
But it's like
nobody reaches out to see
nobody
what's
reaches
wrong.
out. Nobody really steps in and be like, all right, he's acting out. There's a reason. There's something going on. Nobody
so
just
much deeper, yo.
It's so much deeper. Like, okay, there may be some people that maybe just come to school and just act out, but for the most part, it's probably something going on at home
for sure.
that you don't know. And then going on that's why there's some teachers that really are good, or it's normally coaches, because you figure they're the people that really seem like they're going to care the most. They really want to know how you feeling, because like mentally, so like for me, for football, if your mental not there,
the physical ain't gonna be there.
the physical ain't going to be there. Like if your mind not on the field, because you got to be alert at all times, then
You're gonna play bad.
You're going to forget to play probably.
Right.
You're going to go the wrong step. And in football, more so than many other sports, you can be on the sideline walking and sprain your ankle. Like, so like the risk is way higher. So it's like you really got to be there mentally. And it's like, that's why I feel like they got to be so in tune with like, okay, what's really going on with my players? Like I remember one time, remember this play? It was our senior year.
Yo, I don't mean to laugh, but my man was wild.
It was our senior year. I don't remember. It might have been like Washington Township. I had a concussion. 100% had a concussion.
Yeah.
Like I'm on the sideline. Like
That should make you feel dumb as hell, don't it?
like I'm on the sideline trying to remember the last play, and I'm like, my eyes are watering, and the coach is like, yo, Ty, you good? And I'm like, yeah, but I'm looking at Ulysses, and he's like, yo, what's wrong with you? I'm like Ulysses like, yo, like, what's wrong with you? Like, either you good or going. I'm just like, because I was just still so out of it, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, but the coach, because he wanted to win, and I said I was okay, put me out there. Luckily, it was right before halftime, and I was good after halftime. But I had a full blown concussion, bro. Like I remember that whole play just on some like, I was because I think I was thinking like, yo, what just happened? Like,
bro. So listen, this is what happened. We on the sideline.
Yeah.
He says that interaction with coach. He comes out there, right? It's like right after a like timeout. He looking at me like, yo, bro, where we at? I'm like, nigga, go to the sideline.
No. Like, bro, get bro on a stretcher right now.
Yo, it was crazy, bro. I still remember to this day like that. I remember that happened. I was just like, yo, that's the one time I know for sure I had a concussion.
Shit.
And I was just dazed. But that's just how it be, man. But so we like I said, we talking about, we mentioned that there's obviously going to be some trials and tribulations when it comes in life in general, but like even through business. So like for y'all, what is it that's kept y'all going? Like I know you got a kid. Well, I know both y'all got kids, but
kids, bro.
But even before the kids, like y'all was still going before the kids. So it's like, what's that motivating factor that's like makes you like, okay, listen.
If I'm being completely honest, making my mom wrong, making his pop wrong.
Word up, yo.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
yo, you know, John Morant said, yo, my dad was my first hater. Like, yeah, nigga,
Yeah.
like,
We went through that for real.
Like, they was hating on us big time. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let them tell us we was gonna be all types of fucked up shit.
Listen, I'll never forget, yo. Everybody know us, yo. We had a studio in AJ basement back in the day, but then like when it got for real, we had the studio set up in AJ garage. Like we out there, it must have been summertime or some shit because we out there every day. Like every day we out there recording, we out there making beats or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? His mom wouldn't come out there, so we out there smoking the shit. We spending all day out there. And I remember one day I had my little brother with me, and my dad called like, yo, what y'all doing or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, we at the studio. This nigga like, y'all ain't got no goddamn studio. And I'm like, we at AJ house. I'm like, you could talk to his mom right now. She know. I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm coming to get him. Talk about my little brother. And I'm like, all right. He came, the garage wide open. You could look in there. The nigga didn't want to look because he ain't want to be wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, that's that shit. Like, you feel me? That they ain't want to hear what we was talking about. Like, that's what it come down to. You trying to like prove them like, yo, y'all niggas had zero hope out here. We was out here doing stuff too. Look, nigga pays bills in here. Like, like niggas be asking about music, nigga. GTM, the brand, pay the bills, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about music, honestly. Like, I know I can rap. Like, as long as I don't lose it, I'm cool. Like, you feel me? Like, and if I do, I still could do this stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I ain't worried about it.
It's money. You know what I'm saying? Not only just, you know, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm a competitive person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of them people, like, I strive to be the best at anything. Like, it don't matter what it is.
I don't want to cut you off, but I remember I used to watch AJ try to dunk so many times. Like, he could just keep trying this shit. We'd be at the Y. He would try it on every fast break. And I just be like, damn, dog. Game winning shot. He about to go for the dunk. I'm like, let me get ready for the rebound because I know this nigga not going to get it. He ain't get it the last 3 times.
That's me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he'll get one of them.
But it be the one that don't matter. Like, come on, dog. He'll start the
Word.
game off with a dunk and then miss it at the end.
That's the thing, though. That's how I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I set myself up to a high bar, so I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I'm really my biggest competition. I feel like, no bullshit. Like, I wake up every morning. Niggas can tell you, like, I'm that dude. Like, yo, like, what's today? You feel me? Like, what we doing today? We doing it by this time, and if it ain't done, I'm mad about it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I really feel like, you know, it really keeps it going. Aside from like the business aspect and the money thing, it's just like the drive, bro. Like, we always had the drive. Like, it didn't matter what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, we made it happen.
We was up till 6 a.m. making music nobody ever heard.
Not even just that. Like, it didn't matter what we said we was gonna do. We did that shit, and it didn't matter if it worked out or not. We did it. That's all that
Set
mattered.
your mind out to do it.
Yeah, that's all that mattered. We did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, bro, it's crazy that we was just talking about how, like, if you like open up about something, maybe somebody else is going through the same thing. Yo, my pops is the most unsupportive person with Forex with me.
Prove
like,
them wrong.
Yeah, you know
that
what I
money.
mean? Like,
You
Show 'em.
take that and flip it the other way, bro. Because at the end of the day, this the thing. We all men. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and once the money come in and everything cool and you out the crib, like, what you really need your pop for?
facts.
Besides the fact that he your pop and you want to keep a relationship with your pop. So when that money start coming in, that's the thing. Like, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Look, I deal with this shit right now. My mom used to tell me, "Get a job, AJ. Get a job, AJ. You and Coach Sean, You and Chili, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, you feel me? Like, whatever. But you feel me? Like,
I know y'all saw his face.
Yeah. Look, my bad. So look, but you feel me? She, you know, she be hitting me like, yo, hey, let me, and I be like, yo, you remember when?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Look, my pops nut ass be sending selfies in GTM clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, this shit.
And
You know what I'm saying?
had we took even one word of their advice, we wouldn't be here, bro.
For sure, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you know what the funny thing is? My dad has noticed. My dad has never heard none of our music, right? But my dad thing is, back in the day, first off, he hated Kanye. So let me tell you all that. That's the type of nigga my
I
dad
guess at
is.
this point, everybody hate.
No.
I mean,
My
I'm
dad
gonna
hated
keep it real. He
Kanye
done
when
fucked up.
he was on fire. Like my dad hated what's the joint with Can't Tell Me Nothing with Jeezy.
Yeah.
First off, that was my favorite
That's a banger.
fucking song.
That's a classic.
I was like,
that's a hard
yo,
Kanye song to hate.
now,
That's a
mind you,
classic.
get in the car with your dad and he turned that shit when it come on. You like, yo, this nigga is like, I want to fight this nigga right now. You feel me? So my dad thing was, yo, he used to always want to tell me when somebody was rapping for real. I remember going to watch 8 Mile in the theaters with my dad, but that nudged me, yeah, it's that real rap, not that bullshit y'all be talking about. Hey, nigga, you never even heard me do a poem, nigga. Like, you feel me? Don't disrespect me like that. You feel me? But that made me want to be like, so what the fuck is he talking about? You feel me? So I started listening. So I guess he helped in a sense, but like he aided in the shit in a way that he didn't even really intend to. Like, you feel me? Like, so I guess he helped me make the music that I should make. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stayed true to what I wanted to sound like, even when it wasn't the thing. Like, the way that music sounds now wasn't the way that it sounded 2 years ago. Like, it was a little bit more dancey 2 years ago than it is right now. It's like, now we got Griseldas and all that stuff. Like, we've been sounding like the way we sound right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we young and we like to make music that you can play when we having a bunch of fun. But, like, in reality, we was boom bap when boom bap was really not cool. You know what I'm saying? When niggas was like, how you gonna eat off this?
Yo, I never forget. We all know Trey here. 10th grade, I played a beat for Trey. Trey was like, oh, you want some soulful shit. That's exactly what he said, word for word. Shout out to Mikado, you feel me? For sure, that's my boy, though. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, I'm going to keep it at being, like, I feel like part of the equation is the fact that we was never, like, the type of dudes that was influenced by everybody else.
It's a fact.
It didn't matter what nobody said.
Like, we had our minds made up about shit. I remember AJ telling me this back in the day. Like, when we first started making music, he's like, you gonna try to get a radio song? And I was so offended with this nigga. Like, nigga, what? He was like, I don't even, like, we not gonna do a radio song ever. And I'm like, nigga, why would I be trying to make a radio song? Like, this is at the time when the radio song was
Lollipop, nigga.
yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
music day,
crazy shit. It's like, I'm like, nigga, like, nothing that I'm doing sounds like that. But I still did, like, I did the MIA Planes, Paper Planes freestyle. But it wasn't like I was trying to do a radio song. But it was the same way that Wayne did a Paper Planes freestyle. You know what I'm saying? But, like, we had our minds made up on the way that shit would sound. Like, this nigga been having recording sessions with niggas. Like, I've been sitting in these sessions forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's rare that I'll sit in a session and be like, it's a nigga that relates to the kind of music. Like, and when it happens, we be like, yo, we like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna fuck with you, yo. You got something going on, yo. And even if a nigga that don't make the same kind of music, like, we gonna be like, oh, all right, you got something going on. But you feel me? Like, it ain't gotta mesh with what we got going on. Like, my little brothers, their music is completely different from what me and him sound like on a regular basis. So you feel me? Like, it's all about.
That's the Bel Air Birds.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's all about, you know what I'm saying? Like, making sure that you know what you're doing, staying true to what you know what I'm saying? Fuck what anybody else got to say, bro. Like, it could be your dad, your mom, it could be your brothers in the group chat, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, bro,
nigga,
no bullshit. If you feeling Forex, bro, ride
do that shit, bro.
Ride
yeah,
that
I'm
shit.
riding it
You
to
know
the
what I'm saying?
wheels.
Stay
Ride
true to
the
what
nigga.
you got
Ride
going
it
on,
past
bro.
then. You know what I'm saying? You can always
Right.
get new tires, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's
no
real.
bullshit. I done rode it till the wheels fell off and some, bro. I'm a testimony to that. That's no
a fact,
bullshit.
man.
You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah, I definitely feel that. I mean, he already know, like, the Forex shit. I did it. The main reason why I stepped away from the Forex shit is because, honestly, I ain't gonna lie. Like I've mentioned it before. Like, the whole George Floyd shit.
Yeah.
It had me questioning everything.
Nah,
and it was
listen,
like,
bro, I feel you.
and it was like, if anything that somebody was saying or wasn't doing didn't make sense, I stepped away from it. So, like, I stepped away from Forex because I didn't like how the certain people that I was looking up to. It's like if it's your role models or the people that's at the head of your thing. And it's not a shot at Forex or nothing. Because I actually just had one of my boys hit me up like, yo, you still do Forex? I'm like, no, I don't do it, but I can give you the information. He was like, you know, oh, you stepped away for a reason. I'm like, the reason why I stepped away isn't the reason why you shouldn't go. I'm not telling you don't do it. I'm just saying go to it, listen to it, and if it's for you, it's for you. I just stopped because I had something else I wanted to do. But so the reason why I stepped away from that was because I just kind of didn't like the way I didn't like it. I was in a weird position. I needed to do something else on my own, so that's why I stepped away from it. But
nah, for real, backing you up on that, like the leaders of it, they didn't put it like this. They didn't put out a statement until maybe the week after. Yeah. They didn't. And like on like one of the calls, they were basically saying like, "Yo, don't focus on that, focus on this, blah 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 blah." And that's like the total opposite of what we were supposed to do at the time. Mm-hmm. So I felt the same way at the time. You know what I mean? Like, so I definitely get you. I'm not gonna let everybody.
Yeah, but now I have been seeing where a couple of the leaders have made they made HBCU scholarships. Like I see the stuff they still post. I don't repost it because I'm not a part of it no more. Yeah. Now if it was something that they were doing, I would do it. But it's like I don't be reposting it a lot because that's just not the lane that I'm in no more. But I see it and I'm like, okay, they're changing. What am I saying? I wouldn't go back to Forex? I may. Right now, no. I'm content where I am right now. I got a lot of other things that we're working on. But was you about to say something?
No.
I thought you were about to say something. All right. So I done finally cooled down. I done sweat out this damn hoodie and everything. But
that means you need another shot.
That's a
all right, that's cool. I'll take another shot. Somebody pour me the shot.
Let's get it.
This is my cup right there. You know what I'm saying? Pour my.
Ulysses not fucking with y'all. He looking at look at his cup like
he said, nah, I'm good.
Don't grab my cup.
We don't condone peer pressure.
Give him the cup.
Oh man.
He said, man. He said, pass Dr. Bob.
Yo.
But no, yeah. Just. All right, so we have talked about, you kind of touched on Chili. You kind of touched on about, as far as if your friends or if your group not supporting you. Not to say, because like I've always said, we get support, full support from everybody, our group, outside the group, everything. But just being the heads of your business or whatever it is that you're doing, how do you guys get full involvement? Like for me, what I'm trying to figure out is how me and Ulysses as whether we want to call it the leaders, members of the team, how do we get everybody on the team to, one, feel like they're a part of the team, and two, feel like how do I put them in the best position to succeed?
From my point of view, right, I'm going to tell you this. Like, my biggest thing is, like, to lead by example. That's why it's like I try to make a big effort to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? To show people, like, it's not just what you think it is as far as life is concerned. Like I just said earlier when we was having this conversation, yo, you don't got one life, yo. Like, do you want to live it living for somebody else, or do you want to get up and do something for yourself? So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Like if you show people that there's a different way, you get what I'm saying? Not only just showing them, but it's a different way, but it not only, like, I say it like this, right? So the majority of the people that's around us, like, they're younger than us. Like we had a couple friends that was our age and shit like that. Shit dies down like that. You know what I mean? Like, the majority of the people that's around us is younger than us. And the first thing they do is, like, they look to see it up, like, what we got going on. So they got the Kohler brand, I got the studio. Like, that's motivation enough. These niggas working jobs and shit like that, like shit that we did. You know what I mean? And it's not to show that it's not impossible. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And not to mention, not just only leading by example, but to give opportunity as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's important, bro. Like, when somebody can't fill that gap and you can help them fill that gap, you got to do that. If y'all call yourself a team, you get what I'm saying? Like, one hand wash the other, bro. It's always like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to get where they trying to go by themselves, bro. I tell people that all the time. Strength is in numbers. You feel me? Like, if it was just me and Chili trying to do this shit by ourselves, bro, we wouldn't be nowhere. That's no bullshit, because we all know the same fucking people.
Yeah.
So, like, if we was to decide to, like, the young boys, when they come out, you dig, like, first thing we do is, we show them how it's supposed to be done. You feel me? Even if it's just us going out on a weekend type shit. You know what I mean? Like, Chili buy around, I buy around. I like, everything we do, we lead by example. You dig? And when people start to see how you do things, they fall in line. Mm-hmm. Because they respect it.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Like, I'm going to be honest, like, one thing you got to know is, like, you got to, like, sometimes you got to give people a sense of importance and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always ask everybody's opinion on stuff when I don't know what I think about something, like, with the brand. Like, I always ask everybody's opinion on something. Everybody's opinion don't really necessarily matter to me as much as X, Y, and Z. But I ask everybody to like let everybody know that like I want to know what you got to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right now, if I was to ask y'all a question, like to me, it might just be AJ opinion that matter. But y'all might say something that be like, damn, that's a perspective I ain't think about, and maybe I should reevaluate. So now it's not like a, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I'm asking the question in vain, but I mean, like, I'm giving everybody, like, yo, what you got to say about this?
It's about making everybody feel involved.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
know
Like,
what I'm saying?
that we shit is big. You know what I mean? Like, when I talk about Loud Haus Studios, I say we every time.
Same with
regardless
GTM.
if it's just my partners or, you know what I mean? I'm talking about my homies, my everybody. When I talk about Loud Haus Studios, everybody that comes to Loud Haus Studios, everybody that's in Loud Haus Studios, everybody that patronizes Loud Haus Studios, I say we, bro. You know what I mean? Like that we shit, bro. It makes people feel like they part of something, and that's important as well. Cause it you know, you gotta motivate people to fly out that nest.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because like you can start some shit on your own. Don't get me wrong, and 100 people be backing you. But it's like, all right, bet when y'all going like step up. You know what I mean? Like we done open the doors. What y'all gonna do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, that's real. Shit, you got anything else you want to add?
Nah,
This
bro,
is
not on that.
yeah, I think that's a good way to finish it, man.
I'm soaking in the information for real.
Nah, yeah, for sure. This
Listen, y'all doing your thing, man. I'm proud of y'all boys, man, for sure, yo.
And listen, I ain't gonna hold. So I'm gonna tell y'all this too. Like, even with this shit being like where it's at, you know what I mean? Like, Chilly will tell you, when we was first looking to do something, it was in Philly. We was looking in Philly. We was trying to gravitate towards their market because there's some 100 million rappers out there.
Right.
Yeah.
We was basically going for the money. So, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know, me and my man spoke, and it really came to like, what we gonna do for our town, bro? Like, this ain't my town. Mount Holly not my town. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like, it's close enough. You know what I mean? Where I can do something for my people.
Yeah.
And people like me and him that was looking for this type of shit. Like, we running the young kids and shit. Just even like you said, you trying to start a podcast and this, then, and third, like, people be looking far for shit like that. You know what I mean? Trying to figure out where they gonna do something or where they comfortable at or what they gonna do. Like, sometimes you gotta bring that shit home. That's exactly why we did this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, that's real, man. Like once again, man, we appreciate y'all. We always appreciate y'all. You know, it's all love whenever we get together. As always, we coming from Loud Haus Studios. You know, we the brotherhood. That's who we are. We got my man AJ. We got Chilly in the building. GTM. Shout out Quinn.
Got these shots right
We
here.
got these shots. Gotta finish these shots. We got shout out.
I appreciate y'all having me on, man.
Shout out Alex. Shout out Foom. Shout out
Shout out to
CP.
everybody in
Man,
the
we gonna
building,
take these
man.
shots and we gonna let Foom and Major Mac take us
Don't
out.
forget, the 12th, we in here.
Kicks, foreign no whip,
Like,
pull up in tent. This ain't no lick, cause I'm with the gang, and this shit legit. And make it jump low, like Crisco in the pot. Hey, when you
Sound real
stun, little
lightweight.
nigga. Hey, niggas want what you
Ulysses
got.
even worse.
Could be a bum, little nigga, to run up on you with the shells in the Glock. Hey, macaroni on the floor.
Shit.